So I just found some Matai flooring, 135mm wide. And this, I actually found it on Trade Me. So I got flooring for the old, our tiny home. It's got nails in it. It's going to be a bit of work to get it sorted. So this stuff has come out of an old primary school, which is just down the road. So I have to sort through and get the best lengths out of it that I can. Some of it's quite warped and there's a lot of split and damaged parts. So yeah, I'm just sorting out the longest lengths that are in the best condition. So this Matai is a very hard wearing timber. It was used by the settlers for the flooring when they milled the forests of New Zealand. And now it is very rare. It's awesome though to be able to upcycle it and use it on this project, otherwise it would have just got dumped. And now that the trailer's done, it is very handy to use for picking up this load. So I nearly finished my pile of Matai floorboards. It's been a bit of a mission though. So many of these little staples have got to come out. So yeah, nearly finished. We can't get hold of any underfloor insulation at the moment due to COVID. So we've been stuck, but at least I can prep this old flooring instead. Just straighten these nails out. Now we've got to get all these little staples out. I'm finding that this pair of side cutters is the easiest. Just grab the side of them, nip them out. So the next step is to remove all this dirt and grot that's accumulated over the years between the boards. And it's actually quite tough. It has worn out my screwdriver. Look at my screwdriver. That was flat. Now it's just a rounded piece, so I started using a pair of pliers. Been getting the pliers in there and getting all that out. Once that's done, the board's pretty well finished, but I'll sand them down. Once they're all bedded and in their proper place, then I'll put a big floor sander over them, and hopefully they look alright. So here's my stash. 80 metres of it. Yeah, there's my stash so far. Well, pretty exciting day today. We have finally got our underfloor insulation. So now that we've got this, we can carry on progressing. COVID slowed things down a hell of a lot. Supply here in New Zealand's just been unbelievable. Nothing gets shipped here anymore, so yeah, we've been trying to source this insulation. It's a polystyrene extruded foam. It's got a high compression rate, so we use it under the floor, so I don't need to protect it from the elements under there due to its toughness basically. So yeah, really excited. The poor old trailer hasn't seen much love lately. It's covered in cobwebs and yeah, I just haven't been able to do anything to her because had no insulation, and that was just holding everything up. But yep, we got it now, and we're going to make progress today, so cool. So I've got this tough as nails, which is going to help just secure this foam polystyrene foam to the chassis so it doesn't vibrate and blow around in the wind, so to speak. I'm just putting this on the chassis members where it's going to sit. Quite a nice tight fit, which will help stop it rattling around and vibrating. Snug. Right, well that's all the insulation in between the chassis members. You might notice there's a bit of a hole in the middle here. We're planning to put a bit of storage in here, so that's why that hole is. But if I take you around to here, maybe we cut through. So here we have more of this XPF and it's 10mm thick. So this is to go between the trailer and the floorboards. So we put that over there to stop any thermal bridging between the trailer and the floor. This is the only material I could get. It's got a cement base plastered on it. It's used a lot for tiles and bathrooms and things like that. And then my floor can get screwed on top of that. So there you have it. So that's the next job, is to apply all these little battens that we've got made up. I'm just going to glue them with a bit of this tough as nails cement. Cool, we carry on with that all over the whole trailer. So pretty excited today. We are going to put the floor in. So I've got this old Matai flooring that came out of a school in Green Meadows, just a local primary school, and we're going to put it into the living area of our tiny home. The other day I put the floor in the bedroom area, which is just plywood, as I want to carpet that, so we've got a nice warm comfy bedroom. And then the other side of the bedroom is going to be storage. Under the bed we're going to have storage there, so plywood is cheaper and easier to lay. So yeah, we've got this Matai, and we're going to start laying it in the living area. So yeah, looking forward to that. So the first thing I have to do is just trim the groove off the edge of here, because it's going to go first by the walls. So I've got my skilly out, I've set up a little spacer there. There we go, just check down here. I've just got to cut that through there, right? That off there. Alright, just trim that edge off. Like that, so plug it in. So I've got these wing screws here. Just chews the wood away, this little wing, and then hopefully that is enough that it countersinks down. So let's see how we go, eh? Oh, it's splitting easy, isn't it? Might have to pre-drill them. Blow that off. Just a bit worried about, yeah, it's not great, is it? It's not great at all. Bugger. I'll just give that a bit of a countersink. Give that a bit of a countersink. It's a little bit better, but not ideal, is it? Might have to pre-drill these. I'll try this other one, this other edge here. No, what I'll do, I'll pre-drill all the end ones, and then see there's already a little crack just there, so I'll pre-drill them. Pre-drill, and I will pre-countersink them as well. There you go. Alright. Yeah, it's a bit better. That's a bit better. I'm going to get that problem, cracking going on in mine. So before I put this next board on, I just need to fill in the gaps. There's some pretty big gaps down in here, through here, and down here. I just want a bit of insulation over this mudguard here. So I'll put this expanding foam in. So counting down now, down to the last 2 runs of my floor. It is taking a lot longer than I thought with all the lining up. I've got a pre-drill, and I'm using my motorbike tie downs to put the pressure on and get the grooves interlocking well. But it seems to be working alright, but yeah, be nice. Hopefully I'll get it finished before dark. Pretty cool today. I am going to sand this floor. I've filled in all the screw holes and any holes there with it's actually fiberglass resin flow coat with a bit of sawdust mixed in with it. But so you're going to sand it so that we get rid of all these lips and all this rough stuff, and it should be all nice and smooth. So yeah, that's today's job. The floor sander ready to go. Starting off with a 24 grit. I've never used one of these before, so this could be interesting. So that's 24 grit. Took about an hour and a half, I suppose, but we'll go down to the next grit and keep going. So I've just put on 100 grit paper now, and yeah, there's some areas there. And just smooth those out. Bit of a step there. On a whole, it's looking pretty good. It's smooth as a baby's bum. Not looking too bad. You can see a few marks, a few sanding marks, but I'd have to go to another lighter grade, but I think this will be fine. So I've got linseed oil now. I'm going to coat it in linseed oil. So I've got this raw linseed oil. It's been in the shed for years. You watch what happens when I put this on the Matai flooring. It's just going to make it pop, man. Whoa, check that out. That is just going to be amazing. Oh man, I hope I got enough oil. Look at that. Yeehaw. Man, it's going to look good. It's going to look so good. Far out. It's even better than I thought. I've gone with oil because this floor is going to get quite a hard time being a camping floor, and if I varnish it, it's just going to mean that there's a good chance it'll get chipped and scratched, and the maintenance on a varnished floor is going to be pretty hard work when you, especially for camping. So oiling it, so much easier just to sand it back a bit, put another coat of oil on, or just oil it when it dries out again. So cool. I'll put the time lapse on and we'll get this job done.